How many times you've been here?
Yeah, it's my first.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you make of it?
In TV.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't do it in TV, so this is it's awesome. It's a great opportunity to see guys playing football, and that's what we do. You know, I think the combine, it's all useful. You evaluate everything, but I just find it really helpful to come to an environment where they're actually playing football and you get to see, you know, really talented group on both teams, and you know, you have to take some things with a grain of salt because some guys are just learning a new playbook and whatnot. But it's you know, one of the many tools that we get to use to evaluate these guys, and I think a very useful one. Yeah.
Separately, how hard is it to find a quarterback, just in general? And to get him going, not so much for you guys, but just in general terms.
Yeah, well, I think it's difficult, and I think everyone knows what it can do for you. You know, you just watch New England play and all their success, and I know it's a lot more than that, but you know, that guy's had a huge impact on that. So when you find one, it makes everybody better, and so it's everyone's looking for them. You know? And a lot of people here are doing so, and I'm just happy that we aren't one of them right now.
I spoke to you a couple of years ago. I was around Ryan Williams.
Yeah,
how you doing?
Good.
I want to ask you a little bit about John.
Thank you.
With the Raiders.
Yeah.
What are your impressions of him having returned to coaching?
Fired up for him. I really am. You know, he and he only coached me for 2 years, but we became incredibly close, and I've got an incredible amount of respect for his work ethic, for his football acumen, and I'm just shocked it took him this long. You know, I knew he'd enjoy and be really good at the broadcast, which he was. But the one thing I'd caution people who think like he's been away from it, he hasn't been away from it. He's been working like a coach.
Yeah.
And in fact, one thing I learned in my broadcast career, and I don't want to, you know, I don't feel like I got all the answers, but what it does, it really exposes you to the way, you know, because when you do it, I played for 2 organizations, so I knew how the people in Tampa did it and in Denver. Mm-hmm. But when you're broadcasting, you're visiting, particularly doing games, you meet with coaches, quarterbacks, GMs, owners, and you really hear some different perspectives, and I think it's very useful. And so I think John probably has challenged himself to challenge some of his beliefs and maybe change some of those. So it's going to be interesting to see how it works. I know he's putting together a heck of a staff too.
Yeah. Anything that struck you about his staff? I know Bisaccia is someone you've
got a big budget, but he's got good people. And when you get guys like Bisaccia that I've been around, he's done well, and Paul Gunther's very well respected, as is Greg Olson. So he's put together a very good staff, as you'd expect John would.
In Tampa, your time with him, what about him just kind of differentiates him? I know like a lot of coaches grind. I mean, that's maybe not a unique trait. Not, a lot of guys are demanding, and that's not unique. But is anything about him?
You know, one thing I remember, you know, unfortunately for us, because we love Coach Dungy so much, and he had really built that team. Right. But John came in, knew that, and you know, we had a pretty darn good defense. You know, I think one of the greatest of all time. But he challenged us to be even better. You know, he challenged us that, hey, you got to win a championship to go down as one of the greats of all time, and did things like challenged us to score 9 touchdowns, and we all thought he kicked them out of the room, get out of here. You know? Well, you know, I think in that Super Bowl, the last one of 3 was our 9th touchdown of the year on defense. So sometimes when you lay those expectations, it's unique. You know, I've never had a coach talking trash, you know, and that's what John would do. He'd come out and we're coming after you today, Lynch, you know, and you could give it right back, but he made it fun. His meetings were always entertaining and fun, but also you learn football. So, you know, I think he'll do well.
Yeah. How are you liking things? Bay Area,
I like it a lot.
Yeah,
I miss San Diego.
I know, you and me both.
Yeah. I'm down there quite a bit though. So, yeah.
Just one more real quick one about the Senior Bowl. Phil Savage just does a great job. How beneficial it is to get some of these small school guys up against top-tier competition and to see them moved around in different positions, things like that. How great is that?
That's a great point, because some of these small school guys, that's always the question. How's that going to translate against better competition? So here's a great opportunity to see. And some of them, it looks too big. Some of them, they fit right in. And it shows itself pretty quick. So, you know, really credit Phil and his staff. They do a wonderful job, you know, with a lot of people with a lot of agendas, guys that want to practice but maybe not play, but they figure it all out and do a really good job of of putting together a good product for this week.
Awesome. Hey, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
Good luck. Yeah.
All right.